next thing I'm going to kind of work on with him now is just basically just kind of guiding around the arena, working on one-handed riding, making sure he'll guide left and right, work on his lead change, you know, a lot of foundation work I'm still kind of working on right now. I'm not adding a lot of speed to different things right now. So let's kind of get started here. So I'm going to lope off to the right. I'm going to put my right leg back, push his hip, my left leg back, push his hip off to my right here. Now, he's in the position right now to pick up the right lead. But what I'm going to do is to turn loose now. Okay, I do a lot of that where I set him up for lead departure, my hands down on his mane. He's ready for a right lead. Now just turn him loose and let him walk. I don't want to get it so that as soon as I touch him with that outside leg, he thinks that's the cue to lope. The cue to lope is I'll kiss to him. Again, he's deaf, but I kind of lean forward a little bit. I don't really know what I do. You might be able to see it more than I do, but he just knows the difference, okay? He knows when I want him to lope. So now I'm going to lope off. So even though he jogged into it there, I'm not worried about that. He's had 13 months of training. Now, I'm going to expect a lot less than that. He can't trot into it another 4 months from now, but for right now, I'm not too worried about him. So I'm just kind of working on my circles here. First thing I want to do is just make sure when I put that outside leg on now, he'll soften his nose to the inside, get soft, turn loose. I'm pretty picky about them holding their shape to the inside, meaning that they look a little bit to the inside. I pick up. As much as I can, I'm starting to do one-handed now. You know, I still have to help him like that there, two hands when he needs it. But as much as I can, I want to do it one-handed. Pick up again, squeeze. With my outside leg, I'm pushing his hip to the inside. Why am I pushing his hip to the inside? Just making sure he'll soften to my outside leg. He'll stride deeper up underneath himself. So now I'm going to start periodically just doing a circle here. Okay, just making sure he'll come off that inside rein. Pick him up again. Make sure he's soft. Turn him loose. So it's trying to get him to be more responsible for keeping his arc by himself. Pick up again, squeeze. I'm looking to where, when I pick up and squeeze, his first response is to soften his face and just not change his stride. Pick up, squeeze. That was better. Yeah, he's a lazier kind of horse, so I gotta ride him a little more with my body. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because as soon as I stop riding, he'll die in the ass, okay? And that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's what also makes him a big stopper too, because he stops on his brain all the friggin' time, okay? So far, breeding's not on his brain. He hasn't been real studied so far. As a 3-year-old, he's been pretty quiet, keeps his lips to himself, and hasn't been thinking about breeding mares, but sometimes that'll change at any point. Most days, when I say most days, at least 3 days a week, maybe 4 days a week, I'm working on some sort of guiding circle type exercise. And I've got lots of different exercises I work on. Biggest thing with Titan right now is just getting him comfortable riding one hand in a bridle. He'll guide when I go left, he'll guide when I go right, he'll stop, back up. You know, over the next year basically, or 11 months, we're going to keep refining that process over and over again. You know, typically in the beginning, I'll do left circles, let them stop, air up, get some rest, and then right circles, stop, air up, get some rest. Now I'm going to start switching between the circles a lot more. Rather than being so one-dimensional, left and then right, I'll actually start combining left and right circles all during the same kind of loping session. And I do that again so that my horse is just comfortable going left, right, straight, all over the place, and he doesn't quite know what's going to happen. Remember, when your horse doesn't know what you're going to do, they listen to you a lot more. They engage with you. They think, okay, what's next? I better not do that because I don't know where he's going. But when a horse guesses what you need, when I say guesses, they're not sure what the next exercise is, they'll listen to you more. When they're like, okay, he's going to do this, he's going to do this, he's going to do that, they kind of start tuning out to you. So now I'll do another little exercise here where I'll pick him up and I'll counter-canter him the opposite way. I've got my right leg off, my left leg on, and I'm pushing his hip to my right. He's shaped to my right, but I'm loping left circle. Now this is kind of a little bit uncomfortable for him, meaning that he's got to work harder to be in this position in a tight circle. But watch what happens when I let him come back to the right, okay? It's almost like a reward. It's like, whew, man, that's easy, and I give him a little more slack. So if you have a horse that doesn't want to kind of look in, and he's always wanting to leave the circle, do this little exercise to him. Every time they want to leave the circle, go counter-canter them like that for 2 or 3 tight little circles, 4 or 5, whatever you need to do. And oh man, they'll start craving going that way. Sometimes you'll get studs where they're always kind of wanting to leave the circle to go breed a horse or look around. This will get them engaged. Sometimes I'll put my hand down their neck because I can get rid of a little more stiffness down here. I change it up. Sometimes I put it on their neck. Sometimes I lift my hand up. I'm gonna wait till he gets soft. There. Now turn him loose. So I want the right circle to be a reward for him. His right ear's looking in. I'll change it up now and I'll say, hey, come over here. You're gonna do a right circle here. So I'm starting to think about when I show him here, one-handed, how is he gonna react to it? Get soft. Do another circle here. At any point of the circle, I have to ride him here. When he does a tight circle, I'm gonna ride him forward. A lot of the time during the circles, I'll just go ahead and do a smaller circle, just to see will he get off that neck rein. You know, a lot of people just do this small circle in the center of the arena, like in a pattern. No, I'll do it anywhere on that circle. And I'll do it when the horse is least expecting it. So I want to make sure that I don't want a horse just programmed to just do a circle like a mindless circle like a robot. No, you follow my hand. Wherever my hand goes, if I move my hand over here, your body goes over here. If I move my hand over here, you go over there. Again, it's about getting the horse to guide wherever your neck rein tells the horse to go. And you don't have to do that little exercise in the center. Like sometimes I'll do it over here in the corner. You know what I mean? I'll pick them up like here. Drive him forward, drive him forward. Drive him forward. Drive him forward. Wait till he gets soft. There, turn him loose. Good boy. Work on my circle. Anytime he feels that outside rein, I need him to guide one-handed. This is a 2-year process. You don't just start neck reining a week before you show him. Try it again, lay that neck rein. Make sure he'll get off it. I don't want him to just do a small circle in the center. He should do a small circle wherever I tell him. Make sure he looks in. If I don't like how he feels, I'll go to 2 hands, make sure he's soft, go back and turn him loose. So I don't want you to think that I won't ever go 2 hands. I certainly will, if I don't feel like he's listening. Now I'm going to counter-canter him a little bigger circle. Change leads, change shapes. Like right here, he doesn't feel like he's, well, now he does. He was kind of off at the fairies. Now just for shits and giggles, I'm just gonna lay that rein and make sure he'll get off it. Lay that rein, lay it, lay it, lay it, lay it. A little lazy there. I'm not working on his turn. I'm working on making sure when he feels that rein, he'll get off it. Okay? So I've got to do a little, I'm going to let him air up now. It's kind of hot, middle of summer. So I've got to let him air up now, but I've got to work on these left circles a little bit more. I can feel like he's been a little bit tardish about getting off it. So I might just, when I get like that, I kind of walk him around just randomly, look all over the place, and all of a sudden just do this. Hey, get over here. Will you get over here? You know, just don't set him up. Just kind of be like a really bad non-pro. Get over here and see what he does. See, I have to make myself ride, I just have to sloppy, shitty, you know, just wild. I have to make myself ride like that because I'm such a perfectionist. Like I'm a Virgo, they're shit pickers, okay? They're perfectionists at everything. But I get so perfectionist that I get lost in the details. Bottom line is this, left circle, right circle, stop and back up. If they can't guide, you can't get them through a pattern. You know, the softest horse in the world is not gonna win unless he can guide. So one thing that non-pros have taught me is that a non-pro that's not a very good rider, he's not gonna set the horse up for a left circle, he's not gonna set him up for a left spin. He's like a joystick here. Well, that horse better turn. Well, they're just gonna do this. Oh, time to turn. Whoa, whoa. Left spin. Okay, Clinton, let's go. And it's got to turn. Where me, as a trainer, I'm going, okay, I'm going to move his rib over, I'm going to get his head set, I'm going to draw slowly, I'm going to set this son-bitch up so he turns. A non-pro is not going to do that. And you might say, well, what does that matter if you're never going to let a non-pro show him? Why do you do something? Because I think it makes them better horses. You know, the last few years I started doing working cow horses, and to be honest with you, it's been really a difficult sport to learn, especially for me, because you can't be a perfectionist in that industry. If you perfect the reining, oh yeah, you'll whip their ass in the reining, but you'll get run over in the cutting and the fence work. You can be a great cutting horse trainer, but if you can't make one change leads and drag its ass, you're gonna get run over in the reining, and you'll survive in the fence work. So it's taught me that you can't perfect any one area of a great working cow horse. You've got to make all areas above average or as good as you can, but as soon as you get too good in one area, the other two kind of fall apart. And it's helped me not be so perfectionist, I suppose. It's helped me be a lot more looser. Go over here, go over there, get going. Just go with the flow a little bit, where I've been so programmed reiner-wise, left circle, look in, shoulder up, hip in, chin down, just real rigid. Where since I started doing cow horses, I've learned just to be a little bit more relaxed, casual, a bit more wilder everywhere. You know, like I've been sitting here bullshitting with you guys, and he's off with the fairies. Notice he's looking off to the right slightly, so I just do this. Well, out of the blue, just lay the neck rein. Does he go left? Does he go left? Right? Like right there. He's inverted the wrong way. So now I've got to help him here, make him look in. Whoa. Okay? Just, even though he looked the wrong way, he still went right. Looked the wrong way again. Whoa. So now what I'm gonna do is, done it 2 times in a row, I'm gonna get ready here. And I'm gonna jerk that nose in here and say, look in. Whoa. When I lay that rein, look that way and go that way. Look that there, that's better. Well, good boy. He needs some air, good boy. So it got my attention better at just kind of going with the flow and not being so rigid. And I find if your horse will be quote unquote non-pro broke, and I'm not trying to be derogatory when I say non-pro broke, okay? I'm really not. But when they'll get to where they're non-pro broke, you know, left, right, stop, back up, when they're like a joystick, man, when you do set them up for a maneuver and you do have a little better feeling timing, then they really try even more. But if their basic left, right, stop is just like a joystick like this and they'll do it, they can only get better from that. But I made a mistake for many years thinking my horses are pretty broke, and then you get a non-pro on it and they can't even hardly lope circles on it. They can't stop but turn it. So even with my reining horses, I've got a couple of non-pros that are decent riders. They're not great riders, but they're not bad either, but they're decent. I let them ride my futurity horses for a day. I just sit in a chair and do a little drinking, and I just tell him to go do some maneuvers. I'll go spin him around, go stop him, go circle him. And it's amazing how that horse will make mistakes that I didn't know were there. So I then, when I get back on him, I'm like, okay, he got a little hung up in the left rollback with the non-pro. He didn't quite drag his ass when she said, whoa. I see the holes there. And then I'll come back and fill those holes in. And I don't do this very often. Don't take that to context. I might do this every couple of months. You know, not every friggin' week. That'll make them crazy, okay? But every couple of months, get a non-pro on them and just pull them around a little bit and let them go play with the horse. Because, see, when a non-pro rides a horse, they don't know all the buttons. They don't know the cues, but they do this real well. You know what I mean? Get that part figured out. You know, they'll lope through the middle and the horse is on the right lead, on the right circle, and you've got to do a left lead change. A non-pro is not gonna pick him up, move their shoulder over, clear the shoulder, make the lead change. The horse is gonna come through the middle, looking to the right, and the non-pro is probably gonna lean left, kick it with the right leg, and it's in a terrible position to change leads from right to left, but a good broke horse should just change anyway. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying there is if my horse has to be so mechanical that I have to move every damn hair on its body to get everything to work, that's okay. But if I don't do my job right, or I slip up, or horse is a little distracted, he may not do his job as good. So let's let him air up here for a few minutes and then we'll come back and lope some left circles. Thanks, mate, for watching our Titan series. I hope you've enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe below so we can keep you updated on Titan and the method.